Sony showed off the PlayStation 5 and most importantly some upcoming games that will be coming to the console back in June. The entire virtual presentation was quite impressive and many games were showed off for the next gen console. Not all of these games are going to be available at launch, but the list is still quite comprehensive. This is Games Access and these are the top 10 upcoming exclusive PS5 games that will make the console worth buying.
A hero's just someone who doesn't give up.
The first game on the list is Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales. Sony has only revealed a few screenshots, an announcement trailer, and the box art of the upcoming Spider-Man game. But that was more than enough for PlayStation fans to get excited. Even if you haven't played Spider-Man for the PlayStation 4, you can still play Miles Morales without missing a single beat. Insomniac Games has confirmed the game will be completely standalone with its own full story arc, new set pieces, new villains, and unique quests. Miles will also have new abilities including bioelectricity and invisibility that was not in the previous game. Spider-Man Miles Morales will show off near-instant loading times, ray tracing, 3D audio, and experiences tied with the DualSense controller. The game arrives on the PlayStation 5 this holiday season and we can't wait to get slinging across the city of New York again. The biggest surprise for us and the most impressive looking game from the PS5 reveal event had to be Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. This is yet another game by Insomniac Games that brings back the duo in a new adventure that takes full advantage of the PlayStation 5 hardware. The game retains everything fans love about the franchise while also introducing wild new elements. You will be able to move between dimensional rifts freely thanks to the near-instant loading times on the PS5's SSD. We've seen some 7 minutes of gameplay for the upcoming game and we just want to pick up a controller and start playing this game already. The game takes place furthest in the timeline scene yet, and from the gameplay we could see dimensions kept collapsing in on one another. The biggest reveal was a new Lombax character that we see at the end of the trailer. It confirms that Ratchet isn't the sole surviving member of his race. It also looks like from the trailer that Nefarious is likely to be the main villain of the series once again. The third-person platforming shooter game is expected to be available for the PS5 soon after launch this holiday.
Ratchet. We are too late. Ratchet?
Who?
Over and over, I relive my first moments on this alien planet.
The first trailer for Returnal follows a lone astronaut on an alien planet as she endures a cycle of death and awakening. It was quite gloomy at first, however we soon saw some fast-paced action scenes with the main character using sci-fi weaponry and flashy abilities to fight glowing shadow creatures. Returnal is quite reminiscent of the original Alien movie, however the game does have some uniqueness where the protagonist is stranded on an alien planet caught in an infinite time loop. Sony describes Returnal as a game that combines side-scrolling action with roguelike gameplay into a third-person shooter where players have to survive a hostile planet that changes with every death. Returnal is expected to take advantage of the adaptive triggers on the DualSense controller and 3D audio mapping for an immersive experience.
My only hope is to break the cycle. Before the cycle breaks me.
Kena Bridge of Spirits was our personal favorite from the PS5 reveal event that kind of reminded us of a Pixar animated movie. However, the game is much more than that, where the hero of the game, i.e. Kena, is a spirit guide who has a special gift. Her gift enables her to guide restless spirits to a peaceful end. According to developer Ember Labs, people who suffer great trauma or have unresolved business can linger between the physical and spirit world, causing more trouble for ordinary living people. Kena's job is to understand what's keeping them from moving on and helping them reconcile past events. We also saw some little creatures in the trailer that play an important role in the game, both in terms of gameplay and the story. These little creatures are known as a rot and are responsible for decomposing things and can be found in the world. Once you discover these rots in the world, they can join you in your adventure. When we saw the initial gameplay, Kena Bridge of Spirits looked very similar to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. In fact, the developers have confirmed that there is some influence from the Zelda franchise and the previous game Majora's Mask. Kena Bridge of Spirits is a console exclusive on the PlayStation 5 and is expected to launch in late 2020. Next up, we have Gran Turismo 7, and the racing simulator is confirmed to launch for the PS5 and possibly even as a launch title. The game looks absolutely beautiful from what we've seen so far. We don't have a concrete release date yet, but rumors point to the game releasing on November 20th, 2020 alongside the new PS5 hardware itself. Gran Turismo 7 is also expected to take advantage of virtual reality, and it is likely that PSVR 2.0 will launch alongside PlayStation 5 and this game. We can expect to see some classic circuits like Trial Mountain, Deep Forest, and Grand Valley to make a return with modern graphics and new driving experiences. Gran Turismo 7 will also have campaign mode that was absent from the previous game, GT Sport. The campaign will see players starting out as a novice with a low-powered vehicle, then heading through licenses and race events to progress to higher levels. The racing game also brings back many of its original customization options, where players will be able to modify their vehicles with engine, suspension, drivetrain, and chassis parts along with the tires. I'm personally excited for the next game on the list, and that game is Horizon Forbidden West. Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the best new RPG IPs launched for the PlayStation 4, and its sequel looks even better for the PlayStation 5. The game will be set in the post-apocalyptic setting of San Francisco in America, and the trailer showed off some gorgeous visuals, vibrant landscapes, and new big machine creatures, and a brand new addition that is underwater sequences. Guerrilla Games' unique world will be brought back to life with next-gen graphics on the PlayStation 5 and other immersive experiences that will be tied with the DualSense controller. Guerrilla Games has not revealed any release date for Horizon Forbidden West, and we don't expect it to launch anytime sooner than late 2021.
This mission is mine alone. If I falter, if I fail, there won't be anyone left to stop what's coming.
The 7th game on the list is Destruction All-Stars, and the game seems to take Rocket League-like arena vehicular action and turn the dial on the mayhem all the way up. Instead of bumping a ball into a goal, you will instead try to take down each other in classic Destruction Derby style. The game is currently being developed by Lucid Games, who have previously worked on titles like Need for Speed Payback and Geometry Wars 3 Dimensions. The developers have taken the best parts of the Rocket League and Wreckfest experiences and thrown them together and added their own unique spin on it as well. However, the game is not only about vehicle versus vehicle battles, as your character gets kicked out of the vehicle and thrown onto the playing field once your car is destroyed. You then have to avoid other players on foot, stay clear of other vehicles and obstacles on course. The arena is scattered with dangerous contraptions that will surely play a part in destroying your vehicle. Destruction All-Stars will launch exclusively for the PlayStation 5 in late 2020. Ghostwire Tokyo is a new action-adventure game from Tango Gameworks that was first shown off during Bethesda's E3 2019 press conference. Ghostwire Tokyo takes place in Tokyo, where 99% of the population has vanished without warning or any explanation. Shortly after, a strange encounter awakens supernatural powers in the player character, allowing you to use abilities to fight off ghostly enemies called the Visitors. Players will also need to investigate a mysterious mask-wearing group that appears to have something to do with the population's disappearance. Instead of using a survival horror playstyle, Ghostwire Tokyo encourages players to attack ghosts head-on with abilities. Tango Gameworks created a combo-based combat system designed to make players feel somewhat like a spellcasting high-tech ninja exorcist. Players will need to have a good grasp of their abilities in order to take down the game's various ghost types, which have their own strengths and weaknesses. No set release date has been announced for Ghostwire Tokyo, though the PlayStation Showcase trailer did establish a 2021 release window. Next up, we have Godfall, and the game is set to launch for the PlayStation 5 sometime this year and is everything you expect from a hack-and-slash RPG. The game is best described as a loot-driven action RPG where the focus is on real-time melee attacks. Godfall is set in a fantasy universe that can be played either entirely solo or in co-op mode with your friends. Think Destiny, but better. However, that's all we know about this looter-slasher game right now. We've seen some gameplay from the developer Counterplay Games, and it already looks fantastic. The game will be released on the PlayStation 5 and on PC this holiday. The last game on the list is Bugsnax, and it is an upcoming adventure video game developed by independent game studio Young Horses. In the game, players explore a mysterious island and attempt to find and capture the half-bug, half-snack creatures. You play as a journalist invited to the island by an explorer who wants you to come to the island and document her discoveries of all the Bugsnax. However, when you get there, the explorer has gone missing and all of her followers and crew are stranded across the island. You then spend the rest of the game looking for the explorer while also studying the wacky bugs and figuring out how eating them changes your body. Bugsnax is a first-person adventure game where players use tools such as snares and catch-up lures to trap various Bugsnax creatures. It has been confirmed by developers Young Horses that Bugsnax will make use of the PS5 controller's haptic feedback systems. Bugsnax is expected to release in holiday 2020 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and on PC.
I was trying to carry a lamp with my weenie hands, but I dropped it, and now the town's on fire.
Oh, again?
So that was a list of the top 10 upcoming exclusive games for the PlayStation 5. Thank you for watching our video, and please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like and share the video as it really helps us in growing. Until next time, over and out.